Enter your text. Looking at some representatives of the animal world, it is impossible to hold back the wonder of how diverse nature is. In this video I will tell you about animals that amaze with their very existence. The striped tenrec is a representative of unusual bristly hedgehogs. This animal is a small mammal that lives in the northern and eastern parts of the island of Madagascar. Their appearance resembles something between a hedgehog and a shrew, painted in yellow. In order to protect themselves, tenrecs have learned a peculiar way of throwing their needles at the enemy. Sensing danger, they bring their needles into combat readiness. They direct them to the site of a dangerous object, after which, with a sharp movement of the body and head, they literally shoot them at the enemy. Pangolin is a mammal, the only modern representative of the pangolin family, translated from the Malay language. The name. You can meet the pangolin in the territory of Africa, as well as in Southeast Asia. The size of the animal, including the tail, ranges from 50 to 180 centimeters, and the weight can reach 27 kilograms. Looks like an anteater. Encased in powerful armor, which consists of large and very hard horn plates. This is necessary for the animal to protect itself in case of danger. The pangolin curls up in a ball and becomes protected from all sides in the world. To date, scientists count only 8 species of this animal. These unusual animals are very picky eaters, and in addition, they use an interesting method of hunting. As a rule, in order not to spend a lot of time hunting, pangolins simply tear open ant hills with their paws, after which they lower their tongue into it. Then you just have to wait until the ants stick to the sticky tongue, and that's it. The tree kangaroo is a genus of the kangaroo family, which includes 12 species, of which 2 live in Australia and another 10 in New Guinea. The length of the body of tree kangaroos is from 55 to 80 centimeters, and the tail is up to 90 centimeters. The weight of these animals can reach 18 kilograms. This is the only genus of the kangaroo family whose representatives live in trees. At the same time, they jump on the ground no worse than they have the ability to jump to the ground from a height of up to 18 meters without harm to themselves. In its behavior, this animal is a bit like a sloth. It moves slowly and sleeps a lot. A tree kangaroo is a nocturnal animal. Its activity increases sharply with the onset of darkness. Criminals go down to feed and drink. Its favorite food is fern leaves, wild berries and fruits. Usually, a female tree kangaroo gives birth to 1 cub and carries it in a pouch. A fish with a transparent head. A miracle fish lives in the Pacific Ocean, not far from the shores of northern Japan, the Coral Islands, as well as near the west coast of Canada and the United States of America. The name was never invented, and still no analogues of the fish can be found in the whole world. Its transparent head is covered. Even the bones around the eyes are also transparent with the same transparent membrane and filled with liquid. The eyes are not at all like the visual organs of ordinary fish. They are located inside the head and look through the shell only in one direction uphill, and where the eyes should be located in a fish with a transparent head, the nostrils and yet the tubular eyes of the fish sometimes rotate inside the transparent head. This happens only when it sees prey swimming above it, namely zooplankton. Then the fish assumes a vertical, and the rest of the time, the fish only looks up at the surface of the ocean. Muddy jumper. Muddy jumpers is the general name of certain flew from the goby family. These are fish that can breathe both air and oxygen dissolved in water, can swim freely in water, and can easily crawl and jump on dry land, roots and tree trunks. The mud jumper spends most of its life in the intertidal zone on sea tides, and low tides often either flood or expose coastal shoals. They have to constantly moisturize their skin, collecting liquid mud that protects it from drying out. Some of them often dig holes with their mouths, burrows where they are more protected from drying out, as well as the attack of predators. And since the tides flood those tunnels, they have enough work twice a day and constantly have to clean them. Trumpet, the only representative of its kind, lives in Africa in areas south of the Sahara. It can be found anywhere, except for equatorial. As an appearance, it resembles a pig with an elongated muzzle, donkey ears and a strong muscular tail, similar to the tail of a kangaroo. The local name ador translates to earth pig. Adult hornbills can weigh up to 80 kilograms and reach about 1.5 meters in length. The animal's diet resembles an anteater. The main diet consists of ants and termites. An adult hornbill is capable of destroying a large termite mound with its claws, which is not always possible for a person with a pickaxe. These are nocturnal animals. In search of food in one night, they travel tens of kilometers. In the nose of the proboscis there are more olfactory receptors and bones than in any other mammal, and the ears easily detect even the slightest movement underground. However, the eyes are poorly developed and do not distinguish colors. Darwin's bat, despite its frightening name, is a completely harmless creature. Nature has simply awarded it with a long, sharp nose and lips, on which a thick layer of red lipstick seems to be applied. Such fish grow up to 20 centimeters long. Such an extraordinary appearance of dances. According to ichthyologists, it makes an impression on females and contributes to the continuation of the species. Darwin's bat was discovered in the 50s of the last century near the Galapagos Islands. The fish leads a demersal lifestyle. It swims very poorly, preferring to move along the bottom on modified pectoral fins that resemble paws. It inhabits lagoons with the sandy bottom at depths from 3 to 73 meters. That's all there is to like, comment and subscribe.